If you're using Jira and Confluence every day, but you haven't touched Jira Rovo just yet, you're basically leaving your productivity on an airplane mode. Statistically, knowledge workers spend 25% of their day just searching for information, a quarter of your day. It's a massive amount of time, right? Today, I'm going to show you how to build your own AI workforce inside your Atlassian ecosystem. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we are Genius Gecko, I'm Marta. We help companies build killer project and portfolio management solutions. Today, we are tackling Atlassian Rovo, as just mentioned, and this is the so-called AI teammate that actually understands your company. Step 1, Rovo search and chat. You can trigger this anywhere by clicking Ask Rovo. You can see this button right here in the top navigation bar, and it will be there for you. You can have it also directly in your browser. You can switch to floating. It will be a smaller window down below on the right hand side, or you can go full screen in case you would like to have it in a separate web page. I would like to go with this sidebar. I prefer this one. It doesn't matter whether you change the view. Let me enter one of my projects. It will be there for you still. Let me go to my backlog, right? Whenever I click this Ask Rovo button, it's there, right? It's always available for you. So it's easy to access it. And in here, we are not looking for just the keywords. Rovo looks across Jira, Confluence, any app that's been connected. It may be Slack, it may be Google Drive in your case, whatever you are using and you connected Jira and Rovo to it, it will be there for you. Here down below, you can filter your sources. You can turn them on or off. You can decide which one you would like to use in this particular case. It gives you a clean summary with direct links to exact source tickets. How cool is that? But what if you need something more than a summary, something more than a simple answer to a simple question? You have different options in here. You can let Rovo decide which model to use, or you can ask for quick answers. So whenever you are looking for a really prompt answer, then it's a good idea to go with this one. Or probably in case you are familiar with ChatGPT, Gemini, you already know that there are different options there and you can ask for more complex requests. In here with Rovo, you can also ask Rovo to think deeper, to allow the tool to think a bit longer for you to get more complex answers, more detailed one. You can also have this deep research in case you would like to really complex insights, and maybe you are looking for some reports that are going to be a bit more complicated. You can decide which one you would like to go with, or you can let Rovo decide. So here you are simply chatting with your Rovo inside the tool. Let's ask a question. I just clicked on one of those that were on the screen. Are there any Jira issues not connected to a parent issue? Then Rovo is analyzing, it's thinking, it's looking for my perfect answer, let's say. I don't have to do anything in there, right? It's happening in the background and I can wait for the result. I can follow its thinking so I can see what is exactly happening in there. And I can see that, okay, 6 steps have been completed and there are 14 issues in the project that are not connected to a parent issue. And I have a clear list with its summary type status key. I can go directly to those, or I can ask Rovo to do something about it, right? So as simple as that. Step 2. This one is all about working directly inside your editors. Let's say you just finished a really long meeting and you have chaotic meeting minutes from this one. Maybe you just created a Confluence page like I did in this case. But those meeting minutes are really messy. Maybe those are simply a transcript. So it's not really structured and it doesn't look good. So you cannot sort of, share it with the team or with the board. What can we do about it? We can ask Rovo to rephrase those. That's one thing. And another one is to think what is exactly happening inside those. So do we have any work items to be created, any actions to be performed? So I can ask Rovo to generate Jira issues from these notes. Okay, so I just did that before recording because it takes a little while. And then I can see that, okay, I have quite a long list of tasks and I can run through those, I can read them, or I can simply ask Rovo to create those, right? It can create work items actually for me on the basis of those messy brainstorming notes. What's next? I can simply hit create all and it will be there for me. But remember, always human in the loop. So you are the one who's responsible for deciding whether those should be created, whether those are accurate, etc. Right? Please always be aware of that and check what is there. If yes, if everything is fine, simply hit create all. Now let's try to build an automation with Rovo. I'm going to ask Rovo to build a rule for me. Let's say when a high priority task is created, assign it to me and set the due date in 7 days, right? It's analyzing, it's doing its thinking. But wait, see that? Rovo tells me it's not able to create Jira automation rules. That's something I need to set up directly in my Jira's automation feature. Don't panic. This is actually the most important part of the tutorial. AI is not a magic wand. It's not going to do everything for you. It tells you how to configure it, right? So you can see this instruction in there. So you should be fine anyway. It cannot fix a broken process either, right? So if you ask AI to automate a chaotic process, it's only going to duplicate it. You're going to scale that chaos faster, let's say, right? That's exactly why we exist. We at Genius Gecko are helping companies to build those automations, to verify those, to make sure that this is going to work as intended and it's going to make sense, right? So in this case, again, Rovo is not able to set automation rules just yet, but it tells you how to do it yourself. Step 3. This is where the actual real magic happens. Rovo agents. How to access those? You can see them in here. You can browse agents. Think of these as specialized AI colleagues, let's say. Atlassian gives you over 20 pre-built agents right out of the box, like the release notes drafter, OKR generator, etc. And they can automatically do things for you. You have to be familiar with what actually capabilities they have, and then you can ask them to do something for you. But also you can build custom ones. I'm not really going to dive deeper into those agents. And as soon as you enter one of those, open one of those, you have this short description. What can you achieve with this particular agent? However, it's a long story what you can achieve with those. So either watch our next videos or try it for yourself. Now, here's the honest truth that most AI tutorials won't tell you. Tools like Atlassian AI, Rovo are incredibly powerful. You probably already know that. But AI is only as good as your data, as the data that it has access to. If your job workflows are messy, unoptimized, your automations are not really making sense, and in general, your project architecture is messy, then AI is going to duplicate it, is going to summarize this mess. To get true, enterprise-ready ROI from AI, your underlying data structure, your PPM process, and your business processes need to be flawless. This is exactly what we are doing here at Genius Gecko. We don't just click buttons, we optimize your entire process, we run through it to understand it, and we get your process stack and tool stack ready. Whether you're scaling with BigPicture, whether you're trying to understand Jira or use it in a more proper way, we are here to help you with that. If you want to move past this basic out-of-the-box setups and you want highly adaptable, self-sufficient PPM solutions, contact us. You have a link in the description. You know where to find us, and we can make sure that your future systems are actually ready for the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more project management tips and tricks. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.